Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. And the Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Powers through the defender. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Inside the 35. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Commodores offense will get the ball for the first time. And the spotlight in this game will undoubtedly be on these star wide receivers, David.
I mean, they're featured, Reese. Like, these guys are going to touch the football a lot. These offenses are built to get them the football, to make plays. We're in for a few catches today, Palmer.
You sure are. When you can get open like these guys can, when you have the speed to take the top off of the defense, you know you're going to see a lot of explosive plays today.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Commodores decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes that Alabama offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can...
When he breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Back to pass, it's Hicks. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown time! And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now facing a third and long. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast. And you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, the running back has it. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Hicks. Throwing right. Makes the grab. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Commodores will hustle to the line. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barrett. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice.
And it's on the ground. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch, but guys, you got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over, and give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very...
Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt to try. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Man, did he have a read on that one and almost had the pick. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going for the big play. Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
I'll tell you what, safeties in today's football now, it changes, right? You used to be big hitters that spin down all the time and have to play the run. Now with so much pass, so much spread, you better be able to cover. You better be able to have some speed. Great job sitting back in zone coverage, breaking on the football, and going and getting that INT.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Tries again to get it in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35. Vanderbilt, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up. Lost one deep down the right side. He makes a grab. Touchdown tie. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Out of the backfield, he's open. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Coming after it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This is a 3rd and long. The run from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He lofted high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Nashville as we say hello from our broadcast studios.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. To flush it, I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got it. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Barrett. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on second down. It'll be a draw. He breaks a tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. The Commodores line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go up.
Afterburners coming. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Alabama 49, Vanderbilt 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A 3rd and long coming up here. Makes the catch. It's Barrett. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Barrett. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. And the Commodores look to keep this drive humming. He'll come out throwing on first down. He wants to take the top off. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll leave it with him. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He's got great speed. The coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field,
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Crosses the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Going with the counter play here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Brings up second down.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Alabama.
And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. And he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about in film. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better, they go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of